Picture this. You're stuck in rush hour traffic, boxed in by a swarm of shiny new BYDs and MGs, and it hits you. China isn't just making phones anymore, it's steamrolling the EV world. But hold up. Korea's been quietly sharpening its blades, and the counterattack is about to get loud. Today, we're counting down the 10 best Korean electric cars that can punch back against Chinese domination, ranked from 10 all the way to the undisputed number 1. No fluff, no fanboying, just the hard truth about who's ready for the street fight. Number 10. Kia Niro EV. The Niro EV is the overachiever nobody saw coming. Under its clean, understated sheet metal lives, a 64.8 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion pack that delivers roughly 253 miles of real-world range. That's road trip worthy without being battery bloated. Step inside and you'll find recycled PET upholstery, a twin 10.25-inch digital cockpit, and Kia's new multi-mode touch bar that toggles from climate to media controls with a single tap. Brilliant for decluttering. The suspension is tuned for comfort first, but the low center of gravity keeps it planted on winding roads. And because Kia baked in bidirectional charging, you can run a campsite, power tools, or even another EV right from the Niro's charge port. Think of it as your mobile power bank on wheels. Number 9. Hyundai Kona Electric. The new Kona Electric is a glow-up in every sense. It's 6 inches longer than the outgoing model, which means legit rear seat space for adults. Under the hood, or floor really, sits the familiar 64.8 kilowatt-hour battery, good for about 260 miles EPA. What's new is the iPedal mode, a one-pedal driving setting so intuitive you'll barely touch the brake pedal all week. The 12.3-inch center screen runs Hyundai's next-gen connected car OS with over-the-air updates, while a separate 12.3-inch cluster gives you crisp graphics and customizable widgets. Throw in a heads-up display, digital key 2.0 that works with your phone or smartwatch, and a Meridian-style ambient light strip that pulses with your music, and you've got an EV that finally feels as modern as it drives. Number 8. Genesis Electrified G570. Genesis calls the electrified GV70 athletic elegance, and the phrase actually fits. A pair of 160 kilowatt motors, one on each axle, combine for 429 horsepower, or 483 horsepower in boost mode, launching this luxury SUV from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just over 4 seconds. Range clocks in around 236 miles EPA. But the real party trick is 800V charging, 10 to 80% in about 18 minutes on a 350 kilowatt DC fast charger. Inside, you're wrapped in quilted Napa leather, open-pore ash wood, and knurled aluminum dials that feel more watchmaker than automaker. Genesis's Road Active Noise Control pumps anti-phase sound through the 14-speaker Lexicon audio system to cancel road roar, leaving you cocooned in near silence. Add in a 3D instrument cluster that tracks your eye position for depth, and you've got a rolling tech salon. Number 7. Genesis Electrified G80. For those who prefer their luxury low-slung, the electrified G80 is a masterclass in subtle opulence. A 87.2 kilowatt-hour battery feeds dual motors good for 365 horsepower and a 0 to 60 sprint of 4.9 seconds, while offering about 282 miles of range. But numbers don't tell the full story. The ride quality is orchestrated by a predictive suspension that scans the road ahead using a front-mounted camera, preloading the dampers for potholes before you even feel them. Rear seat passengers get reclining seats with heat, ventilation, and a massage function, plus a 9.2-inch touchscreen in each headrest for individual media control. Need to work? A fold-out armrest houses a wireless keyboard and trackpad, so you can bang out emails while your driver, maybe you, maybe not, glides silently down the boulevard. Number 6. Genesis G560. Compact, punchy, and futuristic, the GV60 proves luxury can be playful. Standard AWD versions push 314 horsepower, but opt for the performance trim and you're looking at 429 horsepower, or a brief 483 horsepower in boost mode. Range tops out near 294 miles in rear-wheel drive, guys. What steals the show, though, is the tech. Facial recognition unlocks the doors, fingerprint authentication starts the car, and the crystal sphere shifts from mood light orb to drive selector the moment you power on. Inside, plant-based leatherette, microfiber suede made from recycled bottles, and neon accent stitching scream eco chic. Even the steering wheel features paddles that let you toggle 4 levels of regenerative braking on the fly, so you can hypermile 1 minute and carve corners the next. Number 5. Kia EV5. Kia's EV5 is the Goldilocks SUV, big enough for family duty, compact enough for city parking. 2 battery options, a 64 kilowatt-hour standard range and an 88 kilowatt-hour long range, good for roughly 345 miles WLTP. Inside, the vibe is modern living room. The front passenger seat swivels inward for face-to-face chats while charging, and the flat floor means you can stretch out or stash gear without obstruction. A 12.3-inch infotainment screen merges seamlessly with a 5-inch climate display and a 12.3-inch digital cluster, forming a single panoramic panel. Kia's new connected car navigation cockpit uses server-based route planning to plot charging stops dynamically, adjusting on the fly if a station's offline. Bonus: an integrated 1.5 kilowatt V2L outlet in the cargo area. Tailgate movie night, anyone? Number 4. Kia EV6. Low, wide, and impossibly sleek, the EV6 turns heads before it even moves. The standard RWD long-range model packs a 77.4 kilowatt-hour battery and up to 319 miles EPA. Step up to the dual-motor GT and you unlock 576 horsepower, adaptive damping, electronic limited slip diff, and 0 to 60 in a savage 3.4 seconds. Supercar quick. Yet, thanks to eGMP's 800V architecture, even the GT charges from 10 to 80% in as little as 18 minutes. The cabin is a blend of vegan leather, recycled plastics, and 64-color ambient lighting that reacts to drive modes. Augmented reality heads-up display projects navigation arrows onto the road, and Kia's iPedal one-pedal mode is adjustable by paddles, letting you fine-tune Regan for city traffic or mountain descents. Number 3. Hyundai Ioniq 6. The Ioniq 6 is a masterclass in aerodynamics. Drag coefficient 0.21, baby. The 84 kilowatt-hour battery in the long-range RWD trim unlocks about 361 miles EPA, among the best in the game. The ultra-slippery shape means you hear little more than tire whisper at highway speed. Inside, twin 12.3-inch displays float atop a bridge-style dashboard, while customizable pixel-style ambient lighting offers 64 base colors and 6 dual-color themes. Even the door panels ditch traditional buttons for touch-sensitive strips, freeing up space for a lounge-like armrest. Hyundai's EV Performance Tune-Up menu lets you tweak steering weight, motor output, pedal sensitivity, and AWD torque split, effectively creating your own drive mode. It's like having a chassis engineer in your pocket. Number 2. Kia EV9. Need to haul the squad? The EV9 is your electric people mover, 3 rows up to 304 miles EPA, and a wheelbase longer than a Range Rover's. Second row relaxation seats recline nearly flat with leg rests, perfect for naps during fast charge stops. Speaking of which, 800V hardware zaps the battery from 10 to 80% in around 24 minutes. The dash is a tech panorama. Dual 12.3-inch screens flanking a 5-inch HVAC display, plus a full-width head-up projector for speed, nav, and ADAS alerts. Highway Driving Pilot uses LiDAR and radar fusion for conditional Level 3 autonomy on mapped freeways, letting you briefly take your hands off the wheel when traffic's smooth. Family camping? Dual V2L ports, one inside, one outside, deliver 3.6 kilowatts combined to power e-bikes, blenders, or a full outdoor cinema. Number 1. Hyundai Ioniq 5. The Ioniq 5 isn't just an EV, it's a statement piece. Retro futuristic lines, pixel LED lighting, and proportions that make it look concept car fresh 3 years in. The 84 kilowatt-hour pack in the 2025 update delivers about 318 miles EPA, while 800-volt charging slings you from 10 to 80% in under 5 minutes, 18 minutes. Inside, the living space concept swaps a fixed center console for a sliding, universal island that moves 5.5 inches, ideal for left or right side exit in tight parking. The front seats recline nearly flat and include footrests, turning charging stops into power nap sessions. A solar roof trickle-feeds auxiliary systems, and the vehicle-to-load function outputs up to 3.6 kilowatts to run appliances, tools, or even another EV. Add in OTA software, NACS compatibility for seamless supercharger access, and a 5-year unlimited mileage warranty, and the Ioniq 5 earns its place at the top of this list, hands down. There you have it, 10 Korean electric cars, each with its own flavor, purpose, and superpower. Whether you crave compact efficiency, family-sized adventure, or luxury that whispers rather than shouts, Korea's EV lineup has you covered. If this rundown amped you up, hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dive car content, and ring the bell so you never miss an upload. Drop your thoughts below. Which of these EVs would you park in your garage and why? I'll be hanging out in the comments ready to geek out with you. Until next time, drive safe, charge fast, and keep chasing that silent, electrified horizon.